welcome into On the Go, and you know, we were talking about beauty in the world and how it's more than just something to look at. It's almost a spiritual.
Absolutely.
It is because God
came from
created
God.
all
Absolutely.
of these things, you know, and you can't look at a flower and not know there's a God.
Absolutely.
It's just beautiful.
Absolutely.
And we are so appreciative. We have as our guest today Jim Inscoe. And Jim, you are the proprietor of Jasmine Hill Gardens, and talk about beautiful. And not just beauty, but so much to learn there. And we were talking earlier about tours that come up, or if you want to go, take your family, go visit. What are some of the things that you can actually experience at Jasmine Hill? And if you didn't see the segment last week, right between Montgomery, Wetumpka, right, that very close to us. So you've got easy access for all of our listeners.
Right.
And tell us about some of the things. If I came up and maybe brought my grandchildren, what would I take them through?
Well, let me say, bring a picnic, because we have picnic tables and the kids enjoy that. But we have a walking tour brochure, and it gives a description of each statue. There are over 40 statues in the gardens.
Beautiful.
So they learn a little bit about ancient history, and of course we have a Walk of Heroes that depicts athletes from the early Olympics. And so they can learn about the Olympics and learn about Greek mythology, and I think families really have a good time, because kids even step in the pools and get wet sometimes. but we love family units to come, and of course if a group wants to come any day of the year, we'll make accommodations for that. They just need to call and make reservations.
Yeah, because normally at this time of the year you're just open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's correct.
3 days a week.
That's right.
Right.
And then when school is in session, the 6th grade curriculum in Alabama is Greek and Roman studies. So it's amazing how many school groups we get coming up. And in addition to a tour of the gardens, which we offer, they bring togas that they have made.
Oh, great.
Some schools will study the Greek mythology, and the students write a play. They make their own costumes, they make their own sets, and then they perform it at Jasmine Hill. Some of them do mock Olympic games. Of course, the Frisbee is what becomes, instead of a discus, it's a Frisbee. But they do foot races and things like that, so that they fit into the sort of the history of Jasmine Hill, tied to the Olympics when they're doing those games.
So there's multi-good going on there.
Not only meetings, we have
absolutely.
2 facilities for meetings,
Yeah.
weddings, receptions. We have a wedding garden, and so we answer all, and family reunions are a big thing up there. So a lot of activity.
I have seen beautiful wedding pictures here.
Oh yes, yes.
That is a beautiful place to have a wedding.
And you know, while everything is basically outdoors because it's the gardens, you do have the nice facility that's enclosed as far as for the reception.
That's right.
Or if it could be inclement weather, they can move in there.
The Fitzpatrick Cottage can accommodate around 100 people, but the Olympian Center can go 500 or 600.
That's
so
right.
Oh, great.
We have
Wonderful.
that much spread in what we can offer.
Now tell us a little bit in current history. The Olympic flame, I believe, didn't that come through?
It did.
Came through in
Your place?
1996. My wife, every time she would take kids through on a tour and be at the Temple of Hera, and she would describe the lighting of the Olympic flame, she would say, I hope someday the Olympic flame started in Olympia, Greece, will come to the Temple of Hera in Montgomery.
Yes.
So in 1996, when the Olympics were in Atlanta, we started a campaign with the local Greek community. The Greek Orthodox Church here started a letter writing campaign all over the country, asking the Atlanta Organizing Committee to bring the Olympic flame through Montgomery. Maxwell Air Force Base was very involved, the Chamber of Commerce, the whole area was involved in that. And 10,000 people showed up the night to see the Olympic flame come through Jasmine Hill. But we had entertainers from Greece and all over the United States, and Greek dancers. It was quite an affair, but very memorable.
So leave it to you and Elmore to get it done. If we want something done, we'll come to you and Elmore.
It took a lot of joint effort with the whole community. It really did.
this is a great community to get behind
Yes, it
things
is.
that are so
Yes, it is.
educational and
Right.
beneficial to everybody.
And you know, you are a part of the Alabama Garden Trail, so
Right.
you know, if you have visitors coming in from out of town, some of our viewers may have somebody coming in, you know, you can start with Jasmine Hill here and go north and south and see some beautiful gardens in the state of Alabama.
Alabama Tourism Department established the Garden Trail with 7 gardens, starting in Huntsville with the Botanical Garden, coming to Birmingham with the Botanical and Aldridge Gardens, then Jasmine Hill, and going on down to Dothan and Mobile, ending with Bellingrath Garden.
And make sure you put it on your calendar. Go to Jasmine Hill sometime during the summer. It's well worth the trip. We'll be right back right after this.